Hey, first grade friends, it's Miss Allen here, and I have a lesson for you this week. Our lesson this week is called Be a Bucket Filler, and it is one of my favorite lessons to share with my first grade friends. We are going to be using a book today and a story called Have You Filled a Bucket Today? I wonder if some of you may have heard of it before. This is what the book looks like. This is my copy. And I'm going to share it with you in just a minute. When you think of filling a bucket, maybe you think of filling a bucket with lots of things like sand or rocks or dirt or flowers or water. You could fill a bucket with a lot of things. But today, our lesson is about being a bucket filler that fills buckets with kindness. Being a bucket filler is a great thing to learn about how to treat other people and how you want to be treated by other people too. So today in our lesson, we're going to learn what it means to be a bucket filler, what it means to be a bucket dipper. That's right, you can fill a bucket up, but you can also dip stuff out. And how you could be a bucket filler and how to deal with the bucket dippers. So let's start with our story today. Have you filled a bucket today? A guide to daily happiness for kids. When you learn how to be a bucket filler, it can make you feel happy too. When you can fill other people's buckets, it also helps you fill your bucket of happiness too. But I'll let you listen to the story, and then we'll talk more about what a bucket filler and a bucket dipper is all about.
Have you filled a bucket today? By Carol McLeod, illustrated by David Messing. All day long, everyone in the whole wide world walks around carrying an invisible bucket. You can't see it, but it's there. You have a bucket. Each member of your family has a bucket. Your grandparents, friends, and neighbors all have a bucket. Everyone carries an invisible bucket. Your bucket has only one purpose. Its purpose is to hold your good thoughts and good feelings about yourself. You feel very happy and good when your bucket is full, and you feel very sad and lonely when your bucket is empty. Other people feel the same way too. They're happy when their buckets are full, and they're sad when their buckets are empty. It's great to have a full bucket, and this is how it works. You need other people to fill your bucket, and other people need you to fill theirs. So, how do you fill a bucket? You fill a bucket when you show love to someone, when you say or do something kind, or even when you give someone a smile. That's being a bucket filler. A bucket filler is a loving, caring person who says or does nice things that make others feel special. When you make someone feel special, you are filling a bucket. But you can also dip into a bucket and take out some good feelings. You dip into a bucket when you make fun of someone, when you say or do mean things, or even when you ignore someone. That's being a bucket dipper. A bully is a bucket dipper. A bucket dipper says or does mean things that makes others feel bad. Many bucket dippers have an empty bucket. They think they can fill their own bucket by dipping into someone else's. But that will never work. You never fill your own bucket when you dip into someone else's. But guess what? When you fill someone's bucket, you fill your own bucket too. You feel good when you help others feel good. All day long, we are either filling up or dipping into each other's buckets by what we say and what we do. Try to fill a bucket and see what happens. You love your mom and dad. Why not tell them you love them? You can even tell them why. Your caring words will fill their buckets right up. Watch for smiles to light up their faces. You will feel like smiling too. A smile is a good clue that you have filled a bucket. If you practice, you'll become a great bucket filler. Just remember that everyone carries an invisible bucket, and think of what you can say or do to fill it. Here are some ideas for you. You could smile and say hi to the bus driver. He has a bucket too. You could invite the new kid at school to play with you. You could write a thank you note to your teacher. You could tell your grandpa that you like to spend time with him. There are many ways to fill a bucket. Bucket filling is fun and easy to do. It doesn't matter how young or old you are. It doesn't cost any money. It doesn't take much time. And remember, when you fill someone else's bucket, you fill your own bucket too. When you're a bucket filler, you make your home, your school, and your neighborhood better places to be. Bucket filling makes everyone feel good. So, why not decide to be a bucket filler today and every day? Just start each day by saying to yourself, I'm going to do something to fill someone's bucket today. And at the end of each day, ask yourself, did I fill a bucket today? Yes, I did. That's the life of a bucket filler. And that is you. I hope that you enjoyed Have You Filled a Bucket Today by Carol McLeod. Could you do me a small favor? Go out today and fill someone's bucket, because you'll be filling your bucket too.
Enjoyed that story today called Have You Filled a Bucket Today? Maybe you've already filled a bucket today. Can you think of something you've already done today to fill a bucket? Or maybe something you could do today. The cool thing about bucket filling is that it can happen anywhere with anyone. Maybe at home with your brothers and sisters, or your mom and dad, or your grandparent. Maybe out in your yard with your neighbors, or when you're at school. Bucket filling can happen anywhere. I love this bucket filler's pledge. Maybe you could say it with me. I am a bucket filler each and every day. Kind things I do, kind things I say. And I do my very best not to ever dip. And I say I'm sorry if I ever slip. Most of us would never do something on purpose to be a bucket dipper, but if you do, it's important that you apologize, say you're sorry, and make things right. That is also being a bucket filler. So even if you make a mistake and you dip from someone's bucket, you can always apologize and make it right. Remember that golden rule to treat others how you want to be treated? Well, that's a lot like bucket filling and bucket dipping. There might be things that you really love that help fill your bucket, and you could do that for somebody else to fill their buckets too. One of my favorite parts of this story is when it talks about when you do something kind for someone else and you fill their bucket, you actually fill your own bucket too. That's a pretty cool thing. Now, I wonder if you could decide what is bucket filling and bucket dipping. I have a couple of things to show you today These are called boom cards, and they're examples of different choices someone might make. And you get to decide if they're bucket filling or they're bucket dipping. You will need to click the link below the video after this video lesson in order to complete the boom cards on your own. But I am going to show you a little bit of how that might look so you can see exactly how to do it. So I want to show you how you can make it very easy to do the boom card activity. You should be watching this video right now, and you hit play there. And so when you get done watching the video, you will just come back to this screen and you'll scroll down, and there's 3 more things listed below. This one says bucket filler boom cards. This one says fill a bucket word search, and it's optional if you want to do it afterwards as well. And the fill a bucket answer sheet for the word search if you want to do those. But I want to show you, so after you get done watching the whole video lesson, this is the part you're going to do by yourself. And it's really easy, and I think you are going to like it. And you're also going to be testing yourself to see if you know how to be a bucket filler. So you're going to come right here, and you're going to click this link. And it takes you to a new page where it says bucket fillers and bucket dippers. And that's where you are going to do the activity by yourself. Now, on every single page that you come to, you should see the speaker right here. And that's what you're going to press so that you can hear the words read to you on each page. So I'm going to click it for you to see.
Bucket fillers and bucket dippers. Your activity today is to review what it means to be a bucket filler and bucket dipper.
This is the bucket fillers, and these are the bucket dippers. So after you've listened to the page, you can go to the green check mark that says next, and you'll click it. And remember to push the speaker on each card.
Bucket fillers. Bucket fillers are kind friends and good helpers. They give compliments, help without being asked, and spread their love with others.
Remember, a compliment is a kind or nice thing that you might say to someone else, such as, I like your shirt, or those are cool shoes, or you are really good at drawing. Those would be examples of a compliment. And we know that bucket fillers are kind friends and good helpers that say kind and positive things. Then you'll go to next. And remember to click the speaker when you're doing it by yourself.
Bucket dippers. Bucket dippers are not kind. They do things that are not nice, like being mean or hurting others.
And some of you may know what it's like to have someone dip out of your bucket. And you don't like that feeling, I bet. I don't like that feeling either. But we know that we can fill our own bucket by being a bucket filler and doing something nice and kind to others. So let me show you what the cards look like that you're going to do by yourself. We're going to hit the green next button. And here's an example. So you click the speaker.
Select if the action is being a bucket filler or a bucket dipper.
Now, when you are doing this on your own, you're going to look at the picture and see what you think they're doing. It also has words underneath. This one says, helping to clean up. I can see that they're both smiling, which looks like a bucket filler thing to do. Helping and cleaning. Do you think that's a bucket filler or a bucket dipper? Right. So when you are doing this activity on your own, you're going to get to choose. You can click here or here. I think that is a bucket filler. So I'm going to click right here. We got it right. And it flips to the next one. So you are actually going to go through all of the cards on your own, and then you can decide a bucket filler or bucket dipper. It will tell you if you get it right or you get it wrong. Remember, you have that speaker.
Select if the action is being a bucket filler or a bucket dipper.
This one says working together. Now, if we click the wrong answer,
whoops,
it will let you know. So you can check yourself through the activity, and you'll go from card to card until you get all the way to the end. And it will let you know what you got at the end. And that's how you're going to do the boom card activity. And then you can just close it out when you're done. When you're back at the counseling folder, you can also look right here. This is the optional word search if you want to do that. And for this one, to complete online, you should have a button that looks like this, Open with Cami. And when you open it with Cami, it lets you see the word search like this, and then you can use your highlighter to find the words. It tells you down at the bottom what the words are, the word list, and I'm going to use the highlighter. I'm going to change mine to pink. And I see a word right away. Look right here. This is more than one word. Oops, let's see. There we go. I found that word. That's two words together. And it's right here. This says clean up. And you can search in the words for all of the other words on the word list below, if you want to. Here's a little bucket filler song for you.
have you filled someone's bucket today? 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 You can smile at them, or you can say hi. You can do something nice, or invite them to play. Someone's bucket today. You can write a thank you note, or you can say please. You can spend some time with them, or just be kind. Someone's bucket today. Have you filled someone's bucket today? 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 You can smile at them, or you can say hi. You can do something nice, or invite them to play. Someone's bucket today. You can write a thank you note, or you can say please. You can spend some time with them, or just be kind. Someone's bucket today. Have you filled someone's bucket today? 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 Bucket filler, be a bucket filler, be a bucket filler. Bucket filler, be a bucket filler, be a bucket filler. Have you filled someone's bucket today? 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 Have you filled someone's bucket today?
One activity I want you to do is to tell someone in your house about bucket filling. Tell someone what you learned today and what are some things at home that you could do that would be a bucket filler. Could you help your parents with a chore without being asked? Set the table for dinner or take out the trash? Could you help your little brother or sister with something, like getting their shoes on or cleaning their room? Maybe you could give your grown-up at home a big hug and a smile and tell them that you love them and even tell them why. Maybe you could draw a picture for someone today, someone you haven't seen in a while or someone that you do see. Think about how you could be a bucket filler and talk to someone at your house about how to be a bucket filler and what bucket filling is all about. You could even rewatch this story with them if you want. I hope that you've learned about being bucket fillers today. And I want to share with you another activity. This one is a word search. It has the bank of words listed, and you can find words in the puzzle. And I have the answer sheet posted too, so don't look at it first. But you can actually open this sheet that I posted below in Canny. So you can just highlight the words, or you can use the pen to draw and find the words, or draw a circle around the words that you find. It's totally optional, just if you want to, that you can still do it online. And these are some of the words that go with being a bucket filler, like compliment. That's when you say someone nice or kind to somebody. Sharing, smile, help, hug, kiss, play, take turns, applaud, cheer, clean up, and praise. When you tell someone that they've done a good job, you could say, Mom, that was a great job on dinner. It was super yummy. That's being a bucket filler. So if you want to do this sheet, you can. And then don't forget about the link to the boom cards below, where you can decide what is bucket filler or bucket dipper. I hope you guys are having a great week and that you are a bucket filler today.